The signal arrives at 3:17 a.m. Not loud, not chaotic, just precise. A narrow-band transmission, repeating, mathematical, impossible to ignore. At first, only a handful of observatories notice it. Then satellites. Then military systems. Within minutes, every major space agency on Earth is awake. Within hours, the world changes forever. Because this time, it's not noise, it's not a glitch, it's not human, it's a message. And by sunrise, we know one thing with terrifying certainty: we are not alone. For decades, humanity has searched the skies, radio telescopes scanning the void, listening, waiting, from the famous WOW signal to modern SETI programs. We've always asked the same question: what if someone answers back? But now imagine this: not someday, not centuries from now. Tomorrow, aliens make first contact, not through invasion, not through war, but through communication, clear, intelligent, undeniable. What happens next? How does humanity react? How do governments respond? And more importantly, are we ready? The message is simple at first. A sequence of prime numbers. 2, 3, 5, 7, 11, a universal language, mathematics, something any intelligent civilization would understand. Then it evolves. Patterns become images. Images become structured data. Within hours, AI systems begin decoding fragments. Shapes, symbols, star maps, and then something astonishing. A coordinate, not random, not distant beyond comprehension, but precise. A point in our own solar system. Near Jupiter, they're not just out there, they're already here. Something is in orbit, silent, watching, waiting. Humanity didn't detect it before, which means only one thing: their technology is far beyond ours. Stealth beyond our sensors. Energy systems we don't understand. Physics that might break our current models. This isn't just contact. This is confirmation of superiority. Panic spreads faster than the signal. Social media explodes within minutes of the leak. Aliens confirmed. NASA hid the truth. End of the world. Governments try to contain it. They fail. Stock markets crash within hours. Air travel halts. Military forces go on high alert. Missile systems are activated, not launched, but ready. Because no one knows their intent. Are they peaceful, or is this the calm before something worse? Scientists take control of the narrative: astrophysicists, linguists, AI researchers, all working together, because this is no longer just a discovery, it's the greatest puzzle in human history. The message continues, now more complex. It begins to describe something, not language, not culture, physics. Equations we don't fully understand. Concepts that hint at new dimensions. Energy systems that could reshape civilization. It's as if they're teaching us. But why? There are only a few possibilities, and each one changes everything. 1. They are explorers, curious, observing, studying us like we study wildlife. 2. They are communicators, seeking cooperation, knowledge exchange, peace. 3. They are indifferent, contact is incidental, we are not important. 4. Or something else entirely. Because history has taught us one brutal lesson. When a more advanced civilization meets a less advanced one, the outcome is rarely equal. Think back to human history. When technologically advanced societies encountered less advanced ones, it didn't end well. The arrival of Europeans in the Americas, colonization, disease, collapse of civilizations, but this time, we are not the advanced ones. We are the ones being discovered, and that changes the equation completely. The transmission stops for exactly 6 hours, then resumes, different, more direct, structured, and finally unmistakable. A visual representation appears, decoded slowly across global systems. It's not random, it's a figure, not human, not animal, but clearly intelligent. This is no longer abstract, this is them. For the first time in history, humanity must answer. But what do we say? Who speaks for Earth? The United Nations, a coalition of nations, scientists, or no one at all. After hours of debate, a decision is made. We respond with mathematics first, then chemistry, then biology. A representation of DNA. A message that says, we exist, we are intelligent, we are ready to communicate. The signal is sent, and then we wait. Minutes feel like hours feel like days. Every system on Earth is listening. Every human watching. And then a reply, immediate, they were waiting. The message now contains something new, instructions, not commands, not threats, but guidance. Coordinates shift from Jupiter to Earth orbit. They are moving closer. Deliberately and slowly, this is intentional, they want to be seen. Within 48 hours, telescopes confirm it. A structure, massive, perfectly geometric, hovering in high orbit. No visible propulsion, no emissions, just present. The world watches live feeds. This is no longer theoretical. This is reality. Their craft defies everything we know. No heat signature, no fuel trail, no conventional materials. It bends light slightly. as if space itself curves around it. This suggests control over gravity or space-time, something humanity has only theorized. If they can do this, then their capabilities go far beyond travel, energy, communication, computation, possibly even time manipulation. We are not equals, not even close. Two forces begin to divide humanity. Fear. What if this is the beginning of conquest? What if we're being studied before being replaced? And curiosity. What if this changes everything? What if this is the moment humanity evolves? Because for the first time, we are not alone in the universe. And that changes how we see ourselves. It finally happens. A decoded transmission appears simultaneously across every major network. Not scrambled, not hidden, clear, simple, translated using patterns we now understand. And it says, "We are here to observe, not to harm." The world pauses. But belief doesn't come easily. Words are easy. Intent is not. Why reveal themselves now? Humanity hasn't reached interstellar travel. We're still divided, still struggling. So why us? Why now? One theory emerges. We crossed a threshold. Artificial intelligence, global communication, early space expansion. Maybe this is the moment a civilization becomes visible, not technologically, but recognizable. For centuries, we believed we might be special, unique, alone. But first contact destroys that illusion. We are one of many. One small civilization in a vast cosmic network we never knew existed. And suddenly the universe feels both larger and more crowded. Even peaceful contact carries risks. Cultural collapse, religious upheaval, economic instability, technology transfer could disrupt everything. Imagine receiving knowledge we are not ready to use. Energy systems that end fossil fuels overnight. Medical advances that change life expectancy instantly. Society might not adapt fast enough, and that could be just as dangerous as hostility. There's another terrifying possibility. What if they leave? After observing, they simply disappear. No explanation, no further contact, just gone, leaving humanity with more questions than answers. And the knowledge that we were watched and deemed what? Unworthy, incomplete, not ready. If contact continues, everything changes. Science accelerates by centuries. Borders become meaningless. Humanity unites or fractures further. We might join something larger, a network of civilizations, a cosmic community. Or we might remain on the edge, observers, not participants. First contact isn't just about aliens, it's about us. How we react, how we adapt, how we define ourselves when we are no longer alone. Because the moment we look up and realize someone is looking back, human history splits in two, before contact and after. And nothing will ever be the same again. But here's the real question. If aliens made first contact tomorrow and offered to share everything they know, their technology, their knowledge, their understanding of the universe, would humanity be ready to accept it? Or would we fear it and turn away from the greatest opportunity in our history? Because sometimes, the most dangerous thing about the unknown is not what it can do to us, but what it reveals about who we really are.